Alright, welcome back. Team KAOS, Knights of the Round Table, Part 9. Episode 9,
Whoa!
Part 5. We're still on X-Men First Class, which was a great movie. You guys, look, we're not selling out, and we're not backtracking or anything. You gotta look at it at our point of view.
Yeah.
Obviously, X-Men 1 through 4 was shit. So for this guy to come out and rejuvenate that series, rejuvenate those movies, was amazing, because it was an impossible job that he made possible. That's why I gave it 4 out of 5.
He gave life to it, man.
He gave much needed life to it. I agree with Lash that he pretty much did his best to make the homage as an original.
Mm-hmm.
The original team.
I mean, the costumes and everything.
Everything. He even has the old school costumes in there.
Mm-hmm.
So, see X-Men First Class. It's a movie I would buy, and I don't buy movies, I burn them. Yeah. I mean, I temporarily see them online.
It already surpasses
the other 4.
All of them, yeah.
It just makes the other 4 look like, oh, why did they do that? Why did they let those directors do it? Man, if they allow him to do more of that type of X-Men, dude, they'd rack up more money. And you know what? He did it without your Wolverine.
He did, man, pretty much. You know, of course, there was a little cameo, but
it was funny as shit, don't get me wrong. But that was only 20 seconds, 25 seconds. But come on. If y'all are watching this, just watch it. It was awesome. It's an awesome flick.
But yeah, man,
it has an actual plot, which was like the fucking amazing part.
We'll give our fucking props to the director and the fucking everybody that fucking did that movie, man.
Yeah, I'll give my salute to Hugh Jackman for doing that cameo.
Yeah, he didn't have to.
He didn't have to, but he did. So that was real cool of him.
He's still working on the new Wolverine movie. So we'll see how that fucking goes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, and a minor re-shout out. The director of X-Men First Class is Matthew Vaughn.
Okay.
I was thinking about the comic book writer Brian.
Who did that thing?
Yeah.
All right. Now during X-Men First Class, after we left the movie or whatever, I don't know what came to our head, but we were thinking of. Laz came up
yeah, we're pretty
we thought of we were thinking of mutants that would be like rejects amongst mutants.
Yeah.
So we came up with our top 5 worst mutants ever. Now these are mutants that have powers, but they're really useless powers. I mean,
they're fucking horrible.
They're horrible powers. It's like, why would you pick a guy with that power to be
lame? And I don't know why you want him to fight.
We don't know why we did it, but Big Laz here came up with an awesome one.
We're outside.
If you think about it, it's an awesome power, but it's funny. Okay, you have Magneto, right? He controls metal and all that shit. But what if you had a guy that controlled wood?
That's all he controls.
That's all he controls. Yeah, there's a lot of forest and all that stuff out there, but I mean, really, wood.
He's a woodman.
He's a woodman. I mean, he would make a killer being a contractor, building houses and all that.
That's the thing though. All these 40 years of X-Men comics, has there been a guy that controls wood?
No.
I think that's for a reason. I think there's a reason for that. He's woody, or he's fucking.
Help us think of a name for our wood guy.
Sherman Oak. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Sherman Oak. Sherman Oak's. The other one was created by Big Laz himself.
Yeah.
Was the funniest, I think. Well, we have 2 funny ones. I actually did one, but Laz did the hair guy. This guy could control and manipulate every hair on your body.
He only controls follicles. So, he can choke you with your own hair.
He can grow your hair, or he can cut your hair.
Yeah, he can grow your hair like he'll just point at you and
he can, you can choke, you straighten your hair with your own hair like that.
Yeah. And I figured his nemesis would be a guy that was hairless.
And we made a number 3, which was the hairless guy.
Yeah.
His mutant power was that It didn't allow him to grow hair. Only on his knuckles.
Yes, only on his knuckles. That's his Achilles heel.
It's-
That's how he always loses to
hair guy.
the hair man.
To hair guy. The other guy we had was, we call him Guy in the Dark. His only mutant power is he can see in the dark.
That's it. That's pretty much it.
That's it. If you were in a fight in the dark, I guess he can aid you like left and right, but that's his only power.
You know, he won't be too much help in a fight.
Not really.
Unless it's in the dark.
Unless it's in the dark.
You just pretty much
If
would
you-
have to leave him at home.
If you lost your keys and there was no light, hey, you got dark.
He's that one X-Man that they'd have to figure out something else for him to do.
The other one I actually came up with, which was pretty funny.
It was a good one.
I called him Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
This guy has the ability to clean you. That's about it. That's it.
He cleans clothes.
He cleans anything.
He's the master of
He can clean. He can clean. That's it.
Master of cleaning products.
That's it. And you.
Yeah.
If the water's off and you need a shower, he can clean you.
Yeah, he'll just point at you and just go.
The only deadliest thing he can do is probably throw bubbles in your eyes. But
bubbles come out of his hand.
yeah, bubbles come out of his head
He
when he
goes-
does that.
He goes like that, and bubbles come
And
out.
he has the ability to leave you with a cinnamon scent or rosewood.
Yes. For pretty much anything, I guess, right?
Yeah, that was our top 5. That,
You know, you show up and you're like, well, man, you know, I had a big fight last night, and I guess I got into a fight with Sabretooth, right?
Yeah.
And I got a date. I don't know what I'm gonna
In
do.
like 5 minutes.
5 minutes. And then there's Mr. Clean. He's there. He's like, just go like that to you. Mm-hmm.
Now, imagine the fucking amount of money you would save having this guy. You're
Yes.
talking about water bills,
Dry cleaning.
products, dry cleaning, anything. That guy would be on my team. I would pick Mr. Clean.
He'd be there, man.
You save hundreds of bucks.
Might leave him at home, I guess, with the
chores or whatnot.
yeah. You leave him and the dude that can see in the dark. You leave them at the house.
You see it. Perfect guard, man.
Oh yeah,
Guard.
yeah, they would be perfect guards.
There's an intruder that breaks in. He can just keep cleaning them and keep them there.
And the other guy, if the power goes out, fuck. Hey, you can see in the dark, so he's good. But yeah,
Don't dog on these guys.
those are your C teamers. And then they're
Those
beyond.
are the minus team.
They're like a beyond team. Minus team, I like that.
The minus team.
It's like, you know, the X-Men and the blue team and the gold team and the X-Force and the X-Factor and mutants and everybody's gone. Everybody's out.
Who's left?
Who's left? We got the minus team. And they come out, you know.
It's like, don't fuck with the wood guy though. If you ever get in a fight with it in a forest, you're fucked.
You are screwed, brother.
If you got anything, well, all houses have wood.
Man, this guy could make a match lethal.
He could.
He'd kill you with a match.
But look, obviously a wood guy would be deadly. No, he would be a
Yeah, he
strong
would,
guy.
he would.
But it's just funny to think of a guy that manipulates wood.
He's the leader of the team, you know.
He would have to.
He would be
Because he'd be the strongest one.
I mean, the guy that great hair, you know.
But imagine wood guy and Magneto going at him. I'm gonna give the fight to the wood guy.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him.
Magneto can't control wood. There's no metal in wood.
No, there's not.
Imagine a guy just throwing oak trees at you. You talk about trees that are anywhere from 80 to 200
Then Magneto
feet tall.
would like shield himself with
With what?
pieces of metal.
What if you're in the forest?
Oh, if Magneto flies in the forest?
Yeah, you're done. He's done.
Oh, yeah. What? Wait a second. Then why the fuck in X-Men 3 did Magneto have their meetings in the forest?
Oh, that's only because they were hiding.
Yeah, but I mean, why would he fucking have their meetings in the forest anyway?
I don't know. If that wood guy was there, he would have killed
Yeah,
him.
he would have won. Right? It would have been easy. Magneto, if he's gonna have a meeting,
For Stan Lee, make a wood guy. Make
Oh!
a wood guy.
and we'll give a shout out to Stan Lee. It was wrong that you were not an X-Men first class.
I know we've had our differences, Mr. Lee,
Yes.
and you still do not allow me as your friend on Facebook. But yeah, they should have gave you
Still
your
banned.
Yeah, I'm still banned. They should have gave you your due respect. or
Should have
whatever.
given him his due.
They gave him the respect as a producer or whatnot, but
They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's created
and
by.
the credits and all that.
But
stuff.
really, I mean,
They had to.
you know, he was in all the fucking movies except this one.
But he wasn't in 4.
Origins.
He wasn't in there.
Well, because he didn't create Wolverine.
What are the characters that Stan Lee created?
He
Hawk?
created all the old school ones, man.
I know he did Hawk.
He created the first ones he created were the Fantastic Four, and then he created the original X-Men, which only includes the original X-Men:
Beast, Jean,
Cyclops, Beast,
Iceman,
Angel, Iceman, and Magneto, and the original Brotherhood: Toad,
Sabretooth,
Juggernaut, those guys. Okay. Then he created Spider-Man. That was his ultimate creation.
Why was that his ultimate creation?
Because that was his biggest seller. Because remember,
amongst X-Men and
yeah, because the original X-Men, when they came out in '63, that's when he created them. '63. They were canceled. The comic book was canceled because they didn't sell. Yeah, it was canceled after like 66 issues, and then they brought it back in 1975.
But did he own them at that time by then?
No, he never owned them because
he's
just a creator. He's just
pitched the idea.
Yeah, nobody in Marvel, when they create a character, they don't own it.
Marvel say, "Hey, let's do this, and we'll do a spin-off of that."
Right, Marvel owns the character. He just, he'll get some royalties. Say, because he had to fucking go through a lawsuit and shit. But he never owned anything. He just he created it. He'll get created by.
Yeah.
He created Thor. He created Silver Surfer. He created Hulk. He did not create Captain America. That was created by Joel Simon and this other guy, right? And he created Daredevil. He created.
I guess everybody has their one like.
He created Galactus.
Should have thought that over. Galactus is fucking awesome.
He created pretty much all the classic villains of Spider-Man: Octopus, Lizard, fucking Sandman. All those guys.
You're hearing how much this guy's created, and they didn't even give him his due on X-Men First Class. Not the director's fault. That's not his responsibility.
No,
that's at the studio.
That's the studio. They didn't ask him to come in and direct and make a cameo in.
There was plenty of opportunities for a cameo for him.
And you look at it.
They could have even made him one of the
anybody.
When they did when they went to the Americans and they showed the CIA, the Pentagon, all the admirals, all the generals and stuff. They could have made him.
Just throw him in there.
Yeah, they could have made him.
They
could have made him one of the high power officers.
Fucking just throw him in anywhere. He could have been a fucking janitor. That's all he played in the other movies anyway. But it's the only one that takes place in the '60s of any of the Marvel movies that they made.
Yeah.
It's the only one that takes place at the time when all these characters were created in the first place. It's the only one, and they didn't allow him to be
on it at all.
That's the only. If you were looking for a fucking gripe for me, fucking minus. That's the only one. He should have been in it.
But you can't blame the director.
You can't blame him. Matthew Vaughn, he did a fucking great job. He did the best X movie that they've made so far.
Yeah.
It's even better than X-Men Part 2, which I always thought was the best one.
Well, it's the best out of those.
Out of the
three.
The fourth. Because you have to add in.
I don't even count 4. 4 was so horrible. It was just Hugh Jackman.
It was pretty bad.
That's all it was. The Hugh Jackman show. Oh, I got claws.
He got claws. There's like a little bit of a continuity problem though with that Wolverine Origins bullshit. Because at the end of Wolverine Origins, when he goes into
he's in Japan.
When he breaks into the fucking 3 Mile Island.
Yeah.
And he finds all the mutants.
Why Diamond was there?
Yes. And she did not look like January Jones. She looked younger.
And they were all in cages.
She was the sister of Silver Fox.
And that movie took place in what,
in the 70s.
In the 70s, which
early 80s.
And then in the 60s, you have Emma Frost, well in her 30s, gotta be.
She had to be like 30 years old.
Yeah. She looked good though. But
she looked fucking great.
But yeah, that is a conflict on Wolverine Origins.
Big conflict.
They make her Wolverine Origins maybe 15 or 16.
Yeah.
As Emma Frost. So yeah, that is a minor defect.
That's a minor conflict there.
I don't blame the director from X-Men First Class. They allowed him to have her, and he did an excellent job with
He did a much better job than they did on fucking Origins.
And we'll come back with part 6.
Yeah, we're back.